Alright, hi guys, my name is Manelle if you didn't already know, and this is my YouTube channel where I talk about things, make beauty videos, do lifestyle and fashion, and have vlogs about my day-to-day life. And today I'm going to be talking about love and relationships. Yes, I'm going to teach you how to get a man or a woman. Just to get a background check of my love life, I guess. I've had 4 boyfriends in my lifetime, and 2 of them are like more of my serious relationships, and the other 2 are just, when you just like were in 8th grade and you were like, hey, you're my boyfriend, we're together, and we'll, hold hands during the hallways, blah blah blah. So there's that. Briefly talk about my history with like relationships and boys, I guess, because I think that's important, and that I want to share why you should listen to me, because I'm happy. I'm genuinely happy with my relationships, and not just with my significant other, but also with myself. I'm truly happy with my relationship with myself, and I think that has a lot to do with your future relationships with others and a partner. So just to get a background check, I was in a serious relationship before the one I have now, and we lasted for about almost 3 years. I met him when I was a sophomore and he was a senior in high school. Yes, I was that girl that was like, oh, I only want to date all the older boys, blah blah blah, because I think I'm so cool. And so we met from football games and all that kind of stuff, and he went to another school, and we didn't go to the same school, so we didn't really get a chance to hang out during our first couple years when I was still in high school, because we lived really far from each other. We didn't drive, we didn't have a job at the time, so it was one of those where you just got into like a serious relationship and you've been together for a while, and you're just kind of exploring things and like figuring things out for the first time. And so that relationship lasted for like almost 3 years, and I definitely have to say it was a really good experience, and we both had many great memories, and us parting ways was very mature. But of course we parted ways and we're no longer together, obviously. So we're still friends, we're still good friends, and I deeply care about him, definitely have all the love for him, but we were both doing well, and he's doing his own thing and I'm doing my own thing, and that's that. So now I'm in another relationship with my current boyfriend right now, and we've been together for just a couple months. Known him for a long time. We've been friends for almost 5 years before dating, and I think that was a healthy thing for us, and that only benefited us even more. And we're actually doing long distance right now, so we're not currently together physically, and it's been a good experience. I've learned a lot, and I can definitely say that regardless of being together physically or not, I am still just as happy. So what am I going to talk to you guys about? Well, definitely I want to point out that I believe the reason why I've been able to get into good relationships and have successful ones is because I'm, first of all, happy with myself as an individual on my own, no matter what. I never went into a relationship thinking that I needed somebody to fill a void in my life or to make me happy. I've always tried to get myself into a relationship when I knew that I was ready and that I didn't need to rely on somebody for my happiness. And obviously we're not all perfect, and there will be times that we are unhappy and that we want somebody to be there for us, but of course it's a different situation. What I'm trying to say is that first of all, you want to know that you're genuinely happy with your life and doing well on your own before you want to get into anything serious or meet somebody new. And I think what ties into that is just the fact that I think for many of us, it's so easy to lose track of our goals and aspirations when we get into a relationship and meet somebody new, is because like we're so invested into making time for them that we almost forget about our hobbies or interests and things that we used to do. I can definitely say this has happened to me before, and I definitely don't want to be in a situation like that again, because what you do and what you love to do, your passions, are so important. And I think that if anything, those are the things that attract you to people. Those are the things that people love about you. And when you don't do them anymore, people start to look at you differently, because they're like, what happened to the same driven person that I knew before? And of course, I mean, you change, and that's perfectly fine. But I think what you want to strive for is like a healthy change, and that you want to be with people who only want to make you better and not limit you from what you can do. So definitely what I'll say is that never neglect those things, because those are the things that are always going to be there for you no matter what, whether you're in your relationship or not. You always want to have something to strive for, and those are the things that are like truly going to make you happy and make you want to get up in the morning. And those are the things that you're going to wake up in the morning and feel like, yes, I want the day to start because I know that these are the things that I'm wanting to achieve, and no man will ever compare to that feeling. And I think that's so important for many of us girls. I think that not enough of us are exploring that, because we think we're not capable of doing things, but we're so capable. Like we need to realize that in order to be like that, we want to be with a partner who is only going to motivate us to be that. So definitely think about that. And another thing that I've slowly come to terms with is that whenever I had a conflict with my partner, I always try to look at the situation as in, why does something bother me, or why is this making me upset? I try not to look at it from the point of, oh, someone else is doing something wrong and that this is why it's upsetting me. I always want to try to look at it from my point of view and ask myself, well, am I unhappy right now, or am I unhappy about something about myself, and that's what I'm projecting towards you because I need somebody to blame, or is it because I genuinely am hurt by somebody else's actions? I think it's so important to know the difference, because when you don't, it forces you to put the blame on someone all the time, and I think that's pretty unfair. And I don't think that when you're in a relationship you should have ownership of your feelings, and you shouldn't have to validate those by blaming it on somebody else, if that makes any sense. And another thing I've learned is that you have to be confident. Like you can't search for somebody when you're not confident, because naturally you will you will attract those that are like you. If you're not confident, you're gonna attract somebody who's not confident. If you're not a happy person, or if you're a negative person, that's what you're gonna attract. So really, everything really does have to do with you. You have full control of who you meet, who you interact with, and who you want to be in relationships with. If you want to be with somebody who's confident, who's sexy, who's outgoing, who's optimistic, be that person, because when you're that person, that's who you attract. It's just a natural thing. In my opinion, it's a natural thing. If you are someone who is not confident and insecure, and you're looking for somebody who is the opposite of that, you're not going to have that person, because no one wants to hang around with a person who's like that. You want to be with somebody who's like you, and I think that's really where it all comes down to. So if you're asking yourself why you're not attracting someone like that, be the change. You change for yourself, and then you'll naturally attract those people. Trust me, because I've seen it happen when I used to just sulk in my misery and be that sad girl, and then I'll ask myself why I'm not meeting somebody who's just like that. And it all takes a change in yourself to really start seeing change and seeing those people naturally come to you. So definitely look around at the people around you, who surround yourself with people who are confident and who are just like the people that you want to be, and before you know it, that's who will be around you. Oh, and another important thing that I've learned is that space is so important. Space is a huge thing, and if you can't be comfortable with your own company, then you really want to evaluate why you want to get into a relationship, or why you want to be with a partner, when you need to learn how to be happy on your own. You want to be able to do things by yourself and not feel like you need company all the time. I think I used to struggle with this as well. I used to always feel like I can't be alone, or I didn't know how to be alone, because I was always in a relationship, or I was always with someone. And the times that I was on my own, I started to realize, like, hey, I need to pick myself up. If I'm having a bad day, I can't rely on somebody to change it around for me. Only I can change that. And once I started seeing it from that point of view, I was like, you know what? If I can take care of myself, then any man is just an addition to my life. Any man is just gonna be a plus and a benefit to my life, and they're only gonna enrich it. I always looked at it as in you're 100% and somebody else is 100%, and together you guys are both like mega 100%, however you want to call it. It should never feel as if they're a part of you. You know what I mean? And so that's basically everything that I kind of want to sum up into why I feel like I've been successful in relationships, and that I've managed to be with people who I genuinely love being around with, and I feel like motivate me and make me a better me. And I can honestly say that I'm very, very happy. I'm so lucky, and well, I don't want to call it lucky because I know that it wasn't luck that brought me here, but definitely I am blessed to be with who I'm with, and I can't even explain to you how great it feels to be with somebody who supports you, motivates you, and just makes you a better person. And I think that it's possible for anyone else out there. So if you're in a situation where you feel like you're never going to find somebody who's meant for you, trust me, you will, and it all starts with you. So make those positive changes, and before you know it, you'll have yourself the perfect partner or person in your life. And I wish you all the luck in the world, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!